Hello, my little rose petals and my little rose thorns. Welcome back to the channel for a channel update video of where I have been. So, before I begin, I just want to start by saying that this update video is pretty non-scripted, because I've just been thinking a lot over the past couple weeks, in fact, the last couple months, and I really just want to talk. If you guys know me and know my channel, you know that I love to talk. I can talk about anything. So, bear with me. This is unscripted because I just needed to say a lot of things. Because if you guys haven't noticed, I've been a little, well, gone from my channel. And, you know, I've said in several videos the reason why, but I feel like that because some of you don't watch certain videos, you know, one of you might watch Dragon Age and then someone else might watch Skyrim or the Delicious series. You know, there's different videos on my channel for different groups of people. So I feel like I just want to make a whole generalized video for everyone who's anybody to see that, you know, I am trying really hard to produce content, but for the past couple months it's been a bit difficult. So I'm going to talk about a lot of things in this video, mostly kind of where I've been and what is going to happen in the future. So for starters, as most of you know, I work a full-time job. So, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. I am busy and I have to work because if I don't work, I kind of can't live. So, you know, and the videos would definitely stop coming because I'd probably be homeless. So I have to work, guys. And I know a lot of you understand that. I mean, everyone who's anybody should understand that, which, you know, doesn't make me feel any better because I still, you know, don't have the time to do as much as I would like. Especially, I mean, I only work 8 hours a day, but I work a job that is very, not labor intensive, but mentally intensive. For those of you who don't know, I work in an animal hospital and it is very mentally demanding. I am tasked with a lot of things that put a lot of mental strain on my body and physical strain as well. But it just exhausts me more than what I would at a physical, like a labor job. So, you know, just because they're 8-hour days doesn't mean that I'm not, you know, feeling the pressure. And lately there's been a lot of pressure. Where I work, we are dealing with some staffing issues to the point where we are very, very understaffed. So there's just not enough people to do the work that we need. We have a hospital that houses a lot of doctors. So we see probably over 1,000 clients a week. So it's very demanding, and the clients in the area that I live in are very demanding. So it's hard. And with us being so understaffed, I don't have to work longer hours, but I'm having to deal with a lot more than what I would have to if we had the capability to work better and, you know, things like that. And of course the hospital is undergoing a paperless transition. We are going from paper records. For those of you who work in a medical field, you'll understand that we're going from paper records to actual electronic files. So the process of doing this is very, very intensive because we have to scan all of said files into our system, which, you know, if you have a client with about 16 dogs or even just 5 dogs, but those 5 dogs are unhealthy, those records are humongous. They're big. They're enormous. And, you know, we are not hiring an outside company to come in and scan our files. So I and the rest of the people that I work with are having to do this. And on top of that, I'm playing a couple roles here. I'm playing the role of receptionist, vet tech, and vet assistant, and it's very demanding. So I'm having to have a lot put on me, mentally and of course physically, and it's exhausting. So that is a main reason of why I am not producing as many videos because I just don't have the time. I just don't. So of course there is the other reason of that I am planning a wedding. And it's a very exciting process. It's a process that's been going on for 4 years now. That's probably a long time to plan a wedding, but it's because my fiance and I have had struggles with this financially, because weddings are, as those of you should know, very expensive. Which isn't bad. It's not like, I'm so destitute that I can't afford it. It's just a struggle. And so to combat paying bills and then paying for a wedding, it's just been a bit, some things have been had to put on the back burner, which is fine. So it's finally happening. We finally have put down a down payment on our venue, and so the wedding is set for next year. So I'm really starting to feel that I need to plan, even though I still have about a year and a half, which is fine. But yeah, sorry if you heard that. Someone is messaging me while I'm trying to talk. So yeah, it's a little hard to plan all this. I've had some struggles because I really haven't had the bridesmaids or anything like that I need, because I don't have a lot of friends. It's not like I say that in a bad way, but I'm okay with that. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm a social person, but I just, I would rather have true friends than fake friends, but I digress. So anyway, I finally have the help I need to plan this wedding, which is amazing. And I'm revamping how I originally wanted it to be planned. So that's a big process. And some of the things that need to be done for the wedding can't be done at this point in time because it's too early. I would like to wait to buy my wedding dress, because my weight, for those of you who know, women's weight fluctuates a lot. And mine fluctuates to a point where, I want to be able to have a good steady size to fit my wedding dress. And then there's the catering and the officiants and everything like that. So yeah, I feel like I'm talking really fast, but I'm excited to finally be recording, but I also just want to be able to talk to you guys. So yeah, so planning the wedding is a bit of a struggle. Now, it's going, great and everything, but that's also just kind of in the back of my mind that doesn't help me record. The third and final reason of why I have not been recording is because, for those of you who don't know, I had a dog. I adopted a dog in March. I bought Whiskey from a breeder. His name is Whiskey. He's a Siberian Husky, and he is the absolute love of my life. And I told myself I wouldn't get a dog after Sasha passed away. For those of you who followed me since the beginning, you'll know that Sasha passed away in February, and that was very difficult for me, and I feel like difficult doesn't even describe the pain that I have felt for the past couple months. Sasha was everything, and Sasha is still everything to me, and I feel like I have not coped with it the way that I should have. I told myself I wouldn't get another dog after Sasha passed away for the sole reason of Sasha was just so much to me. And I felt like I was betraying her almost by accepting another little furry person into my heart. But yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel. But I'm coming to terms with Sasha's passing finally after so many months now. But it's still a struggle, and I love Whiskey to death, and he is a joy. But that whole event has kind of put a strain on me as well mentally. I thought I was fine, and then a couple weeks ago I realized I wasn't fine, and then I've just kind of been missing her since. But every day is better. Every day is definitely better. Whiskey helps a lot, but I mean he's just he's not my Sasha, and that doesn't mean I love him any less. That just means I want to love him more. And once my mind allows me to, I am so sure that, you know, I will be 100%. But Whiskey is a puppy. He is a pup, and he's a pup. I don't know how to describe it except that he is a puppy. He is 18 weeks old now, and he's a terror. He is an absolute terror. Oh my God, save me. No. Whiskey is amazing, but he is also a very big responsibility, as is any animal that you own. So taking care of him after a long day of work is very stressful. My fiance and I have alternating schedules. He works nights, I work days. And it's easy for us to take care of him. He takes care of him during the day, where, I mean, Whiskey spends most of his day in a crate. But he lets him out to go to the bathroom at regular intervals, feeds him, and then I come home around mid-afternoon and I am able to take care of him. However, it's still a process. You have to watch him at every moment. Like right now, what is he chewing on? What do you have? Oh, okay. It's a struggle. You have to watch him at every moment because, I mean, you know, my house is dog proof for the most part, but he still can get into things, and he still likes to get into things, and he will. You have to make sure he's chewing on the appropriate things and not your expensive pair of shoes, which thankfully he has not done. He chewed up a pair of flip-flops, but they weren't expensive. They were like $1 at Walmart. I don't know. But, I mean, you know, he's a responsibility. And, when coming home from work and not me having to take care of this responsibility, it's difficult to record things and do things like making machinimas and things of that nature. So it's been hard for me to do this. Now, you will have noticed that in the past month since I've gotten Whiskey, I have recorded videos and I have uploaded videos. They're mainly just the mini-series videos that go up every month on the channel, but you might have noticed that, I mean, a couple of them have been running like a month or two late. And that is because of the 3 reasons I mentioned before. With Whiskey, it's hard because when recording something like Nancy Drew or recording something like Delicious, I don't mind hearing him in the background playing with his toys. Now, you guys might not like it, and I know that, and that's another reason why I really just don't like recording with Whiskey around. As you can hear, he's squeaking on something right now. I don't want to sacrifice the quality of my videos because you guys can hear my dog chewing on a squeaky toy in the background. A lot of you won't like that, and a lot of you do. I mean, a lot of you don't care, but I you know, every creator, I feel like, gets into this mode where they want to be a good creator, and I feel like that, you know, if you guys are hearing Whiskey chewing in the background, you're not going to like my content. And there was one video that I listened back to the other day, and you could distinctly hear him ripping up a water bottle, and even, like, after 5 minutes of it, I even got annoyed, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot release this for them. But I did anyway. I mean, I just did because I didn't have time to record something else, and I felt really bad, and I still feel bad. So I'm at a kind of a crossroads here of what I can do, because Whiskey is just, he's not old enough for me to let him run around the house, lock him out of my room and let him around the house, and I really don't like recording when my fiance is home. So I'm kind of at a loss. I feel like I'm gonna have to bite the bullet with the whole fiance thing and just whenever he's home, but it's so easy for me when he's not home to record, because, I mean, he's not home more than he is, so, and our schedules are so different. I don't know. I will figure it out. But hopefully you guys haven't minded so much hearing Whiskey in the background. I've tried to alleviate some of the sound as much as possible. Whiskey is still a puppy, so he is still very much motivated by sound. And so with that, he likes squeaky stuff, and I'm going to try some things. I'm probably going to try to, like, give him some bones that he can chew on while I'm recording, like, you know, like actual bones that he can eat while I'm recording, and that way you guys won't hear him as much. yeah, I don't mind it so much during the miniseries stuff, but during like stuff like Sims 3 and Skyrim definitely, because Skyrim I like to stay so in character, and it's not really in character to hear a dog chewing plastic in the background. So that's kind of where I'm at. So getting on to that subject, LPs. LPs at the moment, I'm working on, hold on a second. I'm listening to music while I record, so that way I have something to listen to. Anyway, I am working really hard, guys. I'm trying to, I've been putting off The Sims 3 because I have a machinima that I need to make for the next part. The next part is recorded. Like, this is how bad it is. I recorded this part of The Sims 3 months and months ago, and I still have not made the machinima for it because making machinimas, it just takes so much time. And with The Sims 3 and its issues sometimes with pathing and everything else, and then crashing and loading and just everything, it is such a time killer that I just don't have the time for it. And I had the time for it on Sunday, but my fiance and I went out and, you know, spent some time together, which is important. It's very important to take time away from what you do. But I feel like I've taken so much time away from this channel that I'm drowning and I'm not getting anywhere. I have 107 wonderful, amazing subscribers. All of you guys are amazing for sticking around with me through all of this, and I don't even know how 107 of you are still around. And to some people that's not a lot, but it is to me. It's a great accomplishment for me, and I am so grateful for every single 107 of you, because I sometimes feel like my channel isn't going to go anywhere, but I still record because I love to do it. But I have had no time. So I'm going to work on the machinima this week. I have to do it. I have put it off long enough. I need to get it done because I have that part recorded, because I'm now able to start bulk recording again. For the longest time, I haven't been able to bulk record, which is how I do things. I will sit down on like a Saturday night and I'll record 5 to 10 videos of one series or multiple series. I'll sit down like on a night when my fiance is at work and I will just record a series. And that's why sometimes, you know, you guys will notice that I don't comment, because I've bulk recorded. And so I'm trying to do that more. And until I get enough set up, you know, to that, that's just kind of how it's going to have to be until I get more time to, you know, I'm bulk recording a couple weeks out. I pretty much, sometimes I'll sit down and record a month's worth of videos in one night, which is only about 4 videos because I only release 1 video of a series a week. But anyway, so as far as Sims 3 goes, let's stay on track. As far as Sims 3 goes, it's not canceled. I'm still working on it. I have to make that machinima, and then everything should be smooth sailing from that point. Machinimas are just difficult, and I'm still learning how to make them. I'm a noob, guys. I'm a newbie to this whole thing. So just please bear with me. I'm trying, and it's on my radar. I haven't forgotten it. I just need time. As far as Dragon Age goes, that's another thing that I've been trying to get done, which would be the simplest thing because it doesn't have any commentary, you would think, but apparently I just can't get the hang of that. Okay, whoopsie. I had to go let the dog out. See? My life. Anyway, as far as Dragon Age goes, you would think it would be so easy, but it's not. Because it's so easy, I put it on the back burner. And when I put it on the back burner, I say, oh, I can just record that later. It's so easy. I don't have to commentate on it. I'll record it later. But later never comes. So I actually spent some time a couple weeks ago, actually, just bulk recording. I have about 12 videos of Dragon Age that I need to put up, but I haven't even put them up because I want to get enough that I can bulk record and then, you know, have them so that way when I start running out, I can just do it again. And, you know, here's the thing. The whole thing I'm trying to do is get to a point where I don't have to worry about recording so much because I have such a backlog. And it's taking some time because I don't have the time. And I would love to be able to record Dragon Age today and then Delicious tomorrow and then Nancy Drew for next month and then whatever. Because, I mean, yeah, I was able to record all of Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand and start on Delicious Honeymoon Cruise, which is up now. But Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand was still late in being put up because I just didn't edit it and export it because I just don't have the time. So that's, yeah. So I do have Dragon Age recorded. I just need to edit it and put it up, but I want to be able to record more. So there's that. And, yeah, so that one isn't canceled either. It's just something that I'm so easily able to say, oh, I'll do it later because I don't have to commentate on it. Which is great because it's just one less thing I really have to worry about and have to focus on really editing, because I can just, I can edit it really quick, edit out the parts where I've paused, and then just start up because I don't do much else in that series. I just, I follow the plot line, do what I want, and go on. So Dragon Age is something so easily put off, but I have finally recorded that. It just needs to be put up. And then Skyrim, as I said, Skyrim is not forgotten. However, Skyrim is a bit of a different ballgame because for about 3 weeks, I couldn't get Skyrim to work. So, of course, everyone who's ever played Skyrim, you have crashes. No big deal. Crashes, you get up, go on. When I'm in a recording session and I sit down to record, I give myself, I turn on a timer. Oh, here he goes with the squeaky toy. Sorry if you can hear that. I sit down to record and I allot myself an hour. I put on my timer on my phone for an hour to record. And if it so happens to be a weekday, which I don't like doing, I want to get done recording as fast as possible. Now, that doesn't mean I rush the video or anything, but that just means I want to get through the video as flawlessly and as best as I possibly can in the hour or an hour and a half of time I've allotted for said video. Now, if Skyrim crashes, which it normally does, not like a lot, but I mean, as much as anybody else, I guess. If Skyrim crashes and I have to spend an extra 20 minutes to boot it up, and let's say I haven't saved, so I have to go back from the save point when I first started the game up and then go to the point where it crashed and then continue to play, that's a lot of time out of my allotted schedule. Now, if for some reason it crashes again, I start to get frustrated. Like, let's say I boot it up, I go on my merry way, go down this pathway and blah, 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 and it crashes within 5 seconds of me booting it up. I start to get really frustrated. Now, I wouldn't say I get frustrated easily, but I really do get frustrated when I'm recording because I don't have a lot of time to record, so I really don't want to have to focus my time on trying to fix my game and then get back up and record. But with Skyrim, that's what was happening. I was getting to a specific point in the LP, and it was a specific area, to be exact. It was right outside of Whiterun, and I crashed. And, okay, no big deal. I booted it up and went again. Well, the problem is that I already had been having issues beforehand with textures. I installed my ENB wrong, so it was giving me some weird cloud effects, or a weird fog effect, actually. And so I had to fix it, and I had to spend a lot of time trying to fix it. By the time I was done fixing it, I didn't want to record anymore. I was frustrated. I was irritated. So I just kind of scratched off that for the day and went on, with my time. So when I finally felt like recording again, once I had it fixed, I start down, without giving away too many spoilers, I, went to Whiterun. And it crashed right outside of Whiterun. I said, okay, well, let's just boot it up and go again. I have time. It was a day that I had all the time in the world. So I did it again, and again, and again, and again. Finally, I realized that there was something seriously wrong with my save. So at that point, I started deleting a lot of mods. And I did it in bulk. So I just took a bunch of mods, deleted them, loaded up the game, crashed. Deleted a bunch of mods, loaded up the game, crashed. So, of course, you know, like any person who plays Skyrim, you go to the forums, you go on Google and you Google like, okay, what the heck's going on? Turns out it was either probably a texture glitch or it was just a conflict. More than likely it was a texture glitch because I was having some issues with some textures anyway. So I finally got it fixed. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how I fixed it. But I loaded from a far back save and I just went to Whiterun. I didn't do anything. It was like a save from like probably 3 episodes ago. I just went to that save and just ran my butt to Whiterun, and it worked fine. It didn't crash. Not a single crash. So I've decided that I'm just going to start from that point when I finally record again, and we'll see what happens. I've loaded all my mods up. Everything works. So I don't know what was happening, so we'll see. I haven't played it in a while, so God only knows what'll happen when I boot it up, but that's the reason Skyrim hasn't been up, and also because of Whiskey chewing on plastic bottles in the background. And before you guys freak out that I give my dog plastic bottles, if you're monitoring what your dog's doing and they're chewing on a plastic bottle, they're fine. Like, I put the cap on it, and then Whiskey chews off the cap, deflates the water bottle, and then it gets taken away. I mean, that's literally what happens. There's no point in time where he could choke and die because I monitor my dog. So don't freak out, PETA people. Sorry. I hate people that, anyway, moving on. So, Skyrim will be back up. Sims 3 will be back up. Dragon Age will be back up. The mini-series is the only thing on my channel that is constant at the moment because they are the easiest thing to record. Because all I have to do is talk. I really don't have to put any thought into my mini-series stuff, which is pretty sad. Anyway, so, let's talk about the big elephant in the room, which is The Sims 4. It might not be a big elephant for you, but it's a pretty huge elephant for me. Sims 4. Sims 4 Seasons. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hyped. However, I'm not hyped at the same time. Sims 4 and I have had a relationship from the beginning that was not good. I joined the hype train of The Sims 4 when it was released because, new things and everything. And by watching some of my other Let's Players that I really enjoy play them and be disappointed, I got disappointed. So I wasn't expecting much when I started playing it for myself. And with the whole fact that Toddlers was not in the original release of the game, which was kind of, a step down, that was a little dumb, like I understand that things need to be released in packs, and I understand that everything that was in The Sims 3 is not automatically going to be in The Sims 4, but come on. Toddlers? Really? We had to get our own update for Toddlers? And then we got a toddler stuff pack? What the heck, EA? What the heck? Like, I am probably like, I don't know. I'm an EA fangirl. I'm a fangirl of like every developer. What am I talking about? But really? I mean, just really? And then, okay, cool. We got cats and dogs. My first pet stuff? Really, EA? Really? Come on. Come on. Like, how much do you want to say, we want money? Like, how badly do you want to say that? Because that's how I feel. But from another standpoint, The Sims 4 and I have never really clicked because I'm not a fan of the graphics. And I'm not a fan of it not being open world. The open world aspect I can get past more than I can get past the graphics. I don't know what it is. Excuse me. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like The Sims 4 for the graphics. I feel like The Sims 4 is more cartoony and more silly than The Sims 3. I feel like The Sims 3 was gorgeous and beautiful, and it felt real. Like when you made a sim, it looked and felt like a real person, you know? It didn't look like some silly cartoon from Borderlands or something. It just felt authentic and real. And the more I see people building houses in The Sims 3, the more when I look at a Sims 4 house and I look at a Sims 3 house, Sims 3 wins all the time. No joke. 100%. Because The Sims 4 reminds me of a plastic doll house. And I know this is like going to be unpopular opinion, JJRose edition, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it. So, Sims 4 seasons. Will I be playing it? I don't know. Because I have 2 Sims 4 series on the channel that I have put on hold for an indefinite amount of time. Just an unspecified amount of time is probably a better way to say that. Because I put Sims 4 on hold, or Cats and Dogs on hold, because I was dealing with the loss of Sasha, and I don't know, I kind of didn't want anything to do with with cats and dogs. I just didn't want anything to do with pets. I don't know. I was at a really hard point that I just didn't want to deal with anything. So I put that on hold. And then I put my all-in-one on hold because, number one, I was at a point where I needed to make a machinima and I didn't have time. Like the part after the last part of The Sims 4 all-in-one, I was going to make a machinima 4, like the part after that. And I still have the idea for the machinima and everything like that. And I still kind of plan to bring it back with the machinima, but I just kind of kept putting it on hold, saying I'll get to it later, and I never did. So I just put it on hold because The Sims 4 was just kind of not speaking to me anymore. Plus, everyone is playing it. Everyone is playing it, and I am honestly of the mind that if I want my channel to stand out, I want to be different. And it's different, you know, playing Skyrim and The Sims 3. Not really, but those are my favorite games. And I love them. But I'm playing other things as well, like Dragon Age Origins. Like, no one's really playing that anymore. I have not seen a Dragon Age Origins LP in a long time. Delicious and Nancy Drew, no one's really playing those games. So, I stand out in the fact that I'm playing games that no one really plays, which I like, because I don't like to be the same. And yeah, I mean, you'll see me, like, I just did a collab with Lady Simmer for The Sims 4. But I mean, there's days where I like making Sims in The Sims 4 just because of the different options of clothing style, and I don't have any lag from, like, The Sims 3, but otherwise, not my thing. So, biggest question I get asked lately is if I'm going to bring Sims 4 back, especially my Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. The answer just is I don't know. I was thinking about it, but right now, bringing back 2 LPs when I can't even put out the LPs that I like on my channel is a bit of a no-go for me. So, you know, maybe when Seasons comes out, I'm going to try to avoid, like, season spoilers as much as I can. Like, I'm not going to watch any Seasons LPs because I'll probably want to experience it for myself in my all-in-one if I bring it back. So, plus, I don't really care about it, so it won't be that hard. But, you know, if I decide to do this, then, you know, I want to be spoiler-free. So, once I get back to a good schedule of uploading, you know, every week, you know, 3 times a week, I will consider it. I will consider it. Because I have kind of missed my Cats and Dogs LP a little bit. So, and I mean, my all-in-one, I feel like that's my least favorite one. But I have plans for it. So, you know, let me know what you guys think down below. If you want me to do all-in-one, let me know. Because that one, I feel like wasn't getting viewed a lot. But we'll see. It was just more of a way for me to explore The Sims 4. But, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Because I still haven't explored everything in The Sims 4. Because I don't really play it. Just let me know. I know you guys will probably be like, well, don't play something you don't enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy The Sims 4. It's just not my favorite. So, I mean, I enjoy the characters that I make and the stories that I make. because some of the stuff I can't do in The Sims 3. But honestly, if I could take Vincent and Athena and Victoria and Shane and all them from my Cats and Dogs LP and put them over into Sims 3 and make a whole new story, I would. Because I base those Sims off of a book that I'm writing, and I would love to be able to put them in The Sims 3 and base them off of the book that way. I mean, it's just, you know, one of those things. So, Sims 4 Seasons. I feel like we talked more about The Sims 4 than Seasons. Sims 4 Seasons, I will consider. And I will consider bringing back my LPs if and only if and when I get my other LPs up. So, there is that. So anyway, last thing I want to talk about. I know this is gonna be a long video, so thank you for those of you who have been like with me this long. You get a cookie. Cookies for everybody. Get your milk, get your cookies, sit down, stay a while. I was going to release a I guess a vlog series of whiskey growing up. And I never did. I never did. A lot of you were kind of receptive of that idea and you really, really wanted me to, and I never did. So, I'm thinking I'm just going to release a video about whiskey and kind of his life so far, with pictures and cute little videos and things like that, of him, and it'll just explain his life thus far. Because a lot of you really want to see my dog. Which I feel like some of you like want to see me, but I'm like totally not into the face reveal. No. You see this and you'll probably die. So a lot of you really want to see Whiskey and kind of see how he's, you know, living and progressing and everything like that. Especially since, I work in the animal field. So a lot of you, you know, just want tips and tricks and things like that about him. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the fact that he's running around for no reason, I couldn't tell you why. Oh my gosh. He's great. He's amazing. So I probably will release just kind of a little video talking about him. I don't know how long the video will be, but it'll just be talking about him. Yeah, I think that's all I really need to talk to you about. Oh, wait, one more thing. Audio. I've mentioned this in a couple videos. I'm going to mention it here just so everyone hears it. I'm not happy with the audio quality on my channel because I'm really not happy with the microphone I use. So I'm trying to get a new microphone. The problem is microphones cost money, especially the microphone I want. So I'm trying to deal with the microphone that I have, and I'm starting to kind of get a feel for it. I'm using a Blue Yeti, and I really, 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 really want a Rode Podcaster, but you know, money. So I have to kind of calm myself down and work with what I've got. So I have kind of found a happy medium of how to work this out and make everything sound good still. So yeah, I mean, it's all I can do. You know, with Whiskey chewing, I mean, literally, this dog just chews on water bottles in the background. Or his squeaky toys. Or this protein shake bottle that I gave him like 6 months ago. He's not even 6 months old. Like 2 months ago. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to work on that, and then of course I'm going to update my channel art and everything like that for summer. I'm not going to update my intro, but I am going to update my outro. And the lovely lady Simmer, you should go check her out on Twitter. I'll link her Twitter down below. Go check her out and her channel. She has made me the icon that I have now, and she's in the process of making me a new one, and I can't wait to see when it's finished. So once she makes me that, I'm going to update my whole channel art, just kind of for summer, because it's summer and I'm bored of my channel art. I'm trying to dress it up, but I'm just really bored of my channel art. So, look out for that, and then look out for my videos to be up. I am going to be uploading, Delicious Emily's Honeymoon Cruise this month. The last episode of Dance to Your Secret of the Scarlet Hand should go up in the next couple days whenever you see this video go up. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, so it might go up tomorrow, honestly. So yeah, look out for those. Dragon Age will be up when I get more Dragon Age videos recorded. I can't tell you when Skyrim will be up yet because I have to find a time to record that without Whiskey being around. So that's difficult because he's around me 24/7. Anyway, I have been talking for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I'm pretty sure you're tired of me talking now. Hopefully you'll enjoy the lovely little videos and pictures I put in this video to keep you occupied, because you probably tuned me out long ago. Anyway, you guys, I just want to say thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for supporting me. I'm really loving the little community that we're growing. I'm just loving it. I'm loving all of your comments on the videos and just you guys enjoying yourselves. I just love it. So thank you guys very, very much. All 107 of you. And if not more, if you aren't subscribed. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. You'll love it. It's the best. I'm just kidding. Don't subscribe. Don't feel like you have to subscribe. It's fine. I just love that whoever comes to the channel, anybody, has a good time, walks away with a smile. That's all I care about, honestly. Like, because I smile all throughout my videos because I'm having fun and I'm doing it because I love to do it. And I feel like I probably shouldn't say this, but I feel like a lot of the bigger YouTubers out there these days kind of lose sight of that. You know, they're very supportive of all their people, but I think they just kind of let everything go to their head. And I just want you guys to be happy. So be happy. I'm happy that you're here and watching, listening to me drone on and on and on about how happy I am. Oh my God, I need to stop. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Videos will be returning as soon as I get some time. I'm going to work on the machinima this week and this weekend. So hopefully I can bulk record some Sims 3 and get that out for you guys, because that's the most important thing, because I know I know you guys love the Sims 3. I know it. I just know it in my heart and soul because I love the Sims 3. So videos will be back. So thank you guys for sticking around, because I know some of you probably aren't enjoying the mini series. Some of you are. I mean, a lot of you are actually. They're especially on Nancy Drew, and the Delicious. I mean, you guys love them, so I keep putting them out. But I know some of you are kind of like lingering behind the scenes, like, when is she gonna release this? When is she gonna release that? It's coming, I promise. Oh, and one more thing. Oh my gosh, see, this is why this is so off track. As far as speed builds and creative sims go, I'm going to try to do those more 4 times like this when I don't have other videos going up, because at least something of the content you guys like will be going up. So I'm going to try to work on that. It just takes a lot of my creativity and, again, time that I don't have. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. Videos will be back. I appreciate every single one of you. And I think that's all I really have to say. So have a good day, guys. Stay rosy. Bye.